I get comfortable a little bit, please?
Go right ahead.
Because he's comfortable. He's on his phone. And I'll tell you, it must be nice to have phones in school. Who you texting?
No, I'm setting my lock screen or something.
What did you send it on? Tell me.
A shorty.
Huh?
A shorty.
You're shorty?
Not shorty. That's shorty.
A shorty? What's your name?
I don't know if she's famous.
She famous?
Yeah, like, I don't remember.
Well, good morning. Definitely happy and always excited to be here. Doesn't matter whether I'm speaking before scientists, doctors, lawyers, some of the most educated people in the world. There is no greater feeling than coming to speak to the youth. Because truthfully, I believe you guys should be the most hopeful for the future. And I mean that by the world is changing. The world is changing and it's becoming very competitive and dynamic. And you have the opportunity to live the life of action and not reaction. What does that mean? While you're young, it's funny that when you're young, you think that the world evolves around you, right? You believe that your parents or your relatives are supposed to provide everything for you. You don't have any responsibilities. You think that your teachers are supposed to be perfect. You think that the school systems are supposed to be perfect. In actuality, none of those things are really feasible or possible because no one or nothing is perfect. Does anyone know that the teachers are undergoing fire, let's say that? Do you know that a lot of teachers are losing their jobs right now?
No, why are they losing their jobs?
Budget, money. Money.
So you get laid off?
Yes. So a lot of teachers are under stress. A lot of teachers are concerned because like you, they have family. They have people they have to think about, right? And I said that because, again, when you're young, all you can think about is you. All you can think about is she didn't teach right or he didn't teach right or they don't care about us. But if they didn't care, I can assure you they wouldn't be here. So the first thing I want to say is when you're young, think outside of yourself. Think bigger than you. Because the world is so much bigger than you. The second thing is when you're young, chart your course. What does that mean? If you're 16, if you're 17, if you're 15, and you set a definite goal, a definite pace for your life, you can start working that earlier, vice of working it later. I was the first person in my family to graduate college. The first one to graduate college, currently finishing up my master's degree and studying for law school. Had I had the discipline in my youth to plan my future earlier, I could already be done with those steps and be moving on to my next step. But because I was undisciplined, because I didn't have a vision for my life, and I thought that the world would unfold the way I thought it would unfold. I thought that everyone would wait on me. I thought that I would get something for nothing. And let me assure you right here and right now, no one's going to give you nothing for nothing. Your life will be a direct reflection of the action, the hard work that you put into it. Raise your hand right now if you just have some direction of what you want to do with your life. What?
Be a mechanic.
Outstanding.
Criminal justice.
Oh, beautiful.
Criminal justice.
Oh, nice. EMT. Nice.
Manufacturing.
Manufacturing. Okay. Now, as you think about your career field, where will that career be in 10 years from now? Who's thought about that? Manufacturing, right? Assembly lines, right? You know, you're working on things like that. Now, if the world is becoming more electronic, more technology based,
It might be out.
you might be out, right?
Yeah.
So what do you need to be thinking about?
What's next?
Or how can I run the entire manufacturing system if it becomes digitized,
Yeah.
right? And that's what you need to be thinking about. Pay attention to the world around you. Pay attention to your career. If you want to be a mechanic, then pay attention to the new model of cars. Where will the cars be in the future? Right now, they're driving themselves.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be like robot cars, basically.
Right. So what you have to have a what? Robotic mind. How do I fix these machines? Do I have days to waste where I'm not thinking about my life? Criminal justice, the same thing, right? One country just introduced the first robot citizen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I heard
So
about that.
criminal justice is going to change, right? How do you defend robots, and what are the human rights for human beings? You understand what I'm saying? And I promise you, I know there are so many distractions with you guys. I didn't have the challenges you guys face today. You guys have the world at the tip of your fingers. When I was growing up, I think we just had MySpace, and we was happy about that. You get a friend on MySpace, you put your music on MySpace, and you go to school and you see how many people have more friends than you, and you become friends with them so everybody can be popular. Today, you guys have Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. Your phone has internet. You can find any answer you want. And with that responsibility, though, comes the responsibility to be disciplined. Because if you spend all your time searching the web and not making yourself better, you become a lost soul. Because technology will continue. The question is, can you continue with technology? Can you thrive, not survive in the new upcoming world? There are many people trying to survive. Many people want a job and just look for that retirement. But now they're cutting retirement. Right now I'm in the military. They're forcing members out. What happens then? What happens when you work in your manufacturing job and your boss say, "We love everything you've done. Here's a severance pay, but we got to let you go." Unexpectedly.
Oh, out of nowhere?
Out of nowhere.
That's an L.
What happens if you're not prepared? What happens if you haven't saved your money? What happens if you haven't invested your money? What happens to your family?
That's the struggle we're going through.
And that's the struggle you start to prepare for today. And you prepare for it today by being disciplined and valuing your education. The time for being average in America is over. The last thing I want to just talk about is this. It's simple. You've heard it a million times. And this will probably be the 1,000,001 time that you heard it. But it can't be stated enough. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. The sooner you believe in yourself, the sooner you can take action on yourself. A person's opinion of you never has to be your reality. It is not what they say, it's what you say that will determine your future, that will determine the outcome of your life. Doesn't matter about parents, your friends, it's all about you. So, my greatest hope for you as I close here, I didn't want to take much time, is that you start to think, develop yourself, and to find human beings, and to human beings with goals and aspirations that will be met for the challenging times in the future, so that when I'm older, I can rely on you, and when you start to have families, they can rely on you, and more importantly, you can rely on yourself, no matter the obstacles or the challenges you face in the future. So thank you for your time. That concludes my speech. What I want to do right now is open up the floor to questions, real questions, anything you want to ask related to life.
So you're in the military?
I am.
What do you do?
I'm a counselor for the military. I help people with their careers, and I also help people with life situations.
So
you're somebody like, say something happened in the military, somebody to go to like post-traumatic, like you go through stuff, and then they come to you. Are you that type of counselor?
Yeah, a mixture
Okay.
of that, and there's also another level they can go to as well. for counseling.
I got a question. So, what if the military was like, you know, you was great here, but we don't need you no more. They fire you. What's your plan?
What would I do?
Yeah.
I will finish my master's degree, as I'm already doing, and I would enroll in law school. And I rely on the money that I've saved and invested to get me through those times. The military was never my end goal. It was just a stepping stone to get to where I really wanted to go. Sometimes sacrifice is necessary to go where you have to go.
That sucks.
So if your plan B don't go correct, you have a plan C?
I don't believe in failing. I believe there's only feedback. It may take me longer to reach my plan A, but it doesn't matter as long as I reach my plan A.
I think that's true.
Any more questions?
That's facts.
No, I don't think we have any more questions.
You sure? No more questions? So everyone's quiet in class here? No one talks in class?
So when I have a question. What like, so okay, you want to like become like what? And criminal justice in that field, like, what do you want to be?
I don't want to go to school for criminal justice. I'm going for law, constitutional law.
Oh,
The end result is to maybe be a senator. The end result. Senator is a politician,
Oh.
right? The people who actually try to govern humanity.
MSNBC one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you vote for me. Question? You look like you have a good question. Give me a good question. I believe in you.
That's a fact.
Do I have any question? At all?
So how did you become a counselor though in the military? You don't
Well,
have to do that
there's-
this like specific to come back.
Yeah, it's a test you take, and then you go to school, they train you, and then if you pass the courses, you pass the test, and you have the credentials, you're able to do so.
So even after the military, since you're a counselor, you could become like another counselor going to like in the school or things
Yeah.
like that.
Would you want me to become a counselor here?
You know,
That's
You
up
sure
to
you don't want me
you.
to be a counselor here?
I think you can do better.
You think I can do better? I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
I don't think you'll last in the school with these kids.
Why not?
He's a counselor for
Still.
military.
Still, children are mad disrespectful.
Listen,
Adults, they're not gonna be disrespectful to him. They're
I
grown.
understand that, but he, trust me, he get it. He's straight.
Fact. That's a.
He dealing with people in the military.
So did you want to go into the military field, or did
I did.
that was unexpected? Like that's where life took you.
No, that was my goal. When I was youth, I told my mom I was gonna do 3 things. I was gonna be the first person to graduate college, I was gonna join the military, and I was gonna ensure that she never had to work her whole life. I'm working on step 3.
Can't wait till I can tell my mom that. You don't gotta work right now.
I'm saying, no, learn how to work.
I mean, you can tell her that, but is it gonna happen?
Is it?
If you
That's
put
the
your
question.
mind to it,
Exactly. That's the question. Is it?
There you
That's
go.
up to you.
What was the 3rd thing I said?
I was asking you, not me.
No, listen, I'm on trade.
Any more questions? You know what? I'm gonna stand up here until I get a question from everyone. How about that? So if we don't get any more questions, because I know you guys aren't quiet in class. So stop it. Stop. You guys act like I'm 40. I'm not. I'm nowhere near 40. Stop. What's the question?
How long you been in?
7.5 years.
Do you plan on?
Nope. Wrapping it up.
How you knew what I was about to say?
Do I plan on retiring, staying in? I'm all right.
Do you
No.
plan on keep going
No.
in the military? So what's your next step?
Law school.
Just said
Yeah,
it.
he already said that.
Yo, don't do that.
Listen. Open your
I was
ears.
listening, but it's a lot of stuff going on. So.
Mr. How old are you?
You just said it.
Oh, he did? No, he didn't.
I did.
How old are you?
That age.
He's at about that age.
Question? I need one. I just need one. Just one question. Whatever it is. My favorite movie we can get like. What is that? I have a son, 5 years old. You holding up the class. Just one question. No. One. Not one? Not one? What about you? One question? No question.
So since you entered the military, they gonna always take care of you, right? It's just like the army.
Take care of you, what does that mean?
Like, I don't know exactly what it means, but usually when people leave the military, like the military still help them.
If they retire,
Yeah.
if they receive some sort of injury, PTSD, you have veteran benefits that they help you and assist you for however long your issue lasts.
I had a question, where you get that shirt from?
I just have one of those.
Can't remember. Can't remember.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking
How
about.
you get it?
You ready for the like I said, I need a turtleneck.
A turtleneck?
Rainbows for $5.
Those
See that?
shirts.
Then $5 to do it.
Mom, you ain't like a crime.
£10 to do it.
So no more questions? Everybody,
You're a crime
we're all
or
set?
something like that.
Well, thank you guys for your time. I hope you
Y'all know who I'm
hope it was useful.
Y'all can at least clap.
Take care.